up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new LEGO Customs video. And today we are going All Might, all-powerful mode activate, or I think people call it muscle form, I believe, is the variation that we're going to be assembling here today. Of course, the last My Hero Academia character that we built was Aizawa. A lot of you guys had some fair criticism about the fact that he's smiling too much. The problem is there is no way for me to change that expression on the character's face while also maintaining the facial hair details that we were trying to nail. So a bit of a bummer, but unfortunately, it'll have to stay that way. Now, of course, guys, if you do enjoy today's video, please don't forget to take a quick little moment to hit that thumbs up button. It only takes a second, doesn't cost you anything, and really does help out the channel a lot. In fact, thanks to your support, we've been getting very close to 2 million subscribers. So thank you guys so very much for your help. Now, with that also being said, of course, as soon as this video right here reaches 1,000 likes, I'm going to go into the comment section and select what character we will be building next. We're kind of trying to build towards 12 custom characters. That's the goal. So hopefully we'll get there eventually. But what have we built so far? Well, we've already done, of course, a design for Deku, Shoto Todoroki, Stain, Katsuki Bakugo. We've gotten Weak All Might done. We have, of course, Shota Aizawa done. And today, we're going to go and design the All Might that is known as Muscle Form. That was a suggestion from Peter Huynh. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's Huynh. So I apologize if I messed up your name. I tried my very best to pronounce that correctly. I would say first comment, but YouTube is screwed up. And by the way, Blitz, could you please do big, in quotations, All Might, aka Muscle Form. Thanks. Love you, man. Well, thank you for the support. I do appreciate your support. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to work, because today's design is going to be no joke. I'm certain that it is not going to be an easy one to put together, but I am also certain that we could get at least a decent looking All Might done up today. So there's a lot of elements. By the way, I should also clarify, we are building the modern version of All Might, because there's the Silver Age version, which has like a red costume and a blue cape, which does look really cool. And I was kind of thinking of possibly maybe going for that one, because I just thought it would look really cool. But then when I considered it, I was like, you know what, let's go for the more modern variation, because at this point we've already done the Weak All Might. If we do Silver Age All Might and then another All Might, it's like too much All Mighting, you know what I mean? So I think that it would only be fair to adjust that. Okay, we need like a epic voice. That's not an epic voice. Where's an epic voice? There we go. That sounds All Might-esque-ish. Okay, for the pointer, as I've pointed out before, I felt like that one is perfect for him. Very heroic looking. And then speaking of heroic, I think we'll go with the strong pose for All Might, because I think that makes sense for his character. And I guess with that in mind, the only other thing we need to look through is the abilities. So we're not going to give him a mind control or anything like that. Acrobat makes sense. Wall climbing probably makes sense just due to his power. Speaking of power, super strength and smashing walls, obviously possible ones. Maybe beam deflection as well. Chlorokinesis, not really necessary. Goon command. Tracking could be kind of useful for him. No graffiti ability, no elimination, and I guess maybe hazard protection would apply here as well. Okay, now we will give him the super jump, because I think the hyper jump makes sense for him with his crazy boost. And then we're going to give him a double jump, which I think is going to be the same because of the cape, so that's fine. We'll just select one of those. But we'll remove the cape in just a second. Okay, so that's done. I hope we don't... Okay. I was going to say, I hope we don't have the grow ability on, but we did. Although, it would be kind of funny to actually have that ability on. But it's not really his quirk, so let's try to stay accurate. All right, we're going to turn off the bolt ability, because he doesn't really have... Now that I think about it, what is All Might's power? It's just super strong, right? Like, he doesn't have any blast or anything like that, so... I actually don't know what we should do for him as far as scanners or anything like that. Maybe we could do a destroy mode attack so that he could do like a cool combo. Like a big elbow drop, maybe? Where's the elbow drop move? There it is. That's the one that I want, because it'll be kind of funny looking for him. Then, I guess maybe we could do a teleport so that as though he kind of like teleports forward for a punch. And we could mix it up with his kind of iconic colors. I'm almost thinking yellow and red, it looks better, right? And then witch teleport. No, I think that one looks the best. Wait, no. There. Because it has like a giant smoke screen almost, as though he moves so quick that it causes that to happen. And then let's give him a lunge attack as well for like a crazy combo wombo. There we go, double kick. And okay, so that's all the abilities figured out. Now we get to figure out what the heck do we make him look like, because that's going to be very, very important here. Okay, so first and foremost, I guess let's take off the cape, because we know we don't need that on the character. So we'll start like we usually do. Whoops, okay. Apparently the cape doesn't want to come off. He's like, I want Silver Age All Might. Okay, we'll start with the things that are relatively easy and that we're aware of. So he does not wear any gloves, so we can remove the gloves. Okay, so this is pretty much the easy stuff done. Everything else is difficult about All Might, because we have to figure out now how the heck do we make him look even remotely similar. Okay, so let's start with the forearms, because I feel the forearms should be relatively easy. Ooh, these could look cool if we can make that blue. Okay, so that's not bad, because we do get the yellow forearms, which is what we need. But the white stripes, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I wonder which yellow that is, actually, that is being used. It doesn't look like it's that one. It's probably this one, right? That's the right shade. Just trying to match it. Okay, so that's the shade that they use. Okay, interesting. So that's a possibility. Let's see if there's anything better. Let's not jump to conclusions immediately and be like, okay, yeah, that's the one that we're using. Let's actually take a look, you know, because maybe there's something better, right? Okay. Yikes. So we're looking for something that's going to be yellow on the like lower forearms, I guess on the forearms, and then the shoulders should be blue. That's the goal. And ideally, if we can incorporate a little bit of red, that would be wonderful, because he does have some red on the shoulder pad. What about that recolored? Nope, that does not work. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of options, unfortunately. Nope, that won't work. What about this? What are the colors on that? Oh, okay. Doesn't look all that great. I mean, it doesn't look terrible because you do get the spikes, but the red on the shoulders is just kind of seems a little far too much, honestly. Although, again, it's not terrible looking. It actually does look kind of decent, to be quite honest. What about this? That looks like it's got some yellow. Well, it's actually kind of more gold than yellow, which I don't think is what we want to go for. I mean, if we wanted to do that, then we could probably just use one of the Shazam arms, right, as well. Because I guess technically we should be able to apply that. Where's Shazam? So, like, something like this. So, that's not the worst look either, I guess. Like, it'd be somewhat applicable, at least for this. We could go with the Shazam wizard outfit to give us a bit more of a correct look. And that actually has some red on the shoulders. You know what? I think that's what we have to go with. Okay, so let's say we go with that. Not bad. Now, for the rest of the design, I guess first let's figure out the face, because I think that should be pretty easy on this one. So the problem we're going to run into here is that almost always, All Might, when he's in muscle form, you don't really see his, like, eyes. There's, like, I don't know, I guess his eyebrows create shade for his eyes, as weird as that sounds. As I said that, I'm like, that sounds really weird. Well, that's just because that's how it is. So we'd like to do something that maybe is similar, but I don't think it'll be possible under most circumstances here. I wonder if we could, let's say if we pick a character that has like the thicker eyebrows. Does it recolor mustache with? Because you just have to have blonde. Yeah. Darn it. Okay. So the problem is that all the characters where the eyebrows are thicker, kind of like they are for All Might, all of them, as you can see, literally without exception, which is kind of annoying, all of them have some sort of facial hair, which All Might does not. Although it would have been kind of epic if he did. So based on that, I really don't see anything that we could use here. I mean, I guess we should, just in case, take a look at the regular preset faces. Okay. That looks pretty cool, actually, because it gives us the crazy eyebrows. I mean, it's kind of difficult to see, so let's remove the helmet. For the hairstyle, by the way, I already had an idea in mind from before, which was this hairstyle. I just think it's the closest that we're going to get to an All Might-ish haircut, because I think everything else is completely way off. Like, yes, we could go with, like, spiky hair or, like, even a crazier haircut like that, which it looks a lot more like anime-esque, but I don't feel like that looks any more accurate than something like this would, whereas at least here we get the in the front he has those two giant hairs that are spiked up. This only has the one, but at least it's one, you know, so I just think it's a little bit more accurate, whereas everything else is just way off. Like, I don't think that will be applicable. So I think we'll go with that for the hairstyle. I really do think that that preset face works really well, the Aquaman one. But before we jump to conclusions, let's just scroll through. Maybe there's something even better, even more accurate. But I think because you get the jawline effect and everything like that, it really does make him look Superman-esque, which, to be fair, I mean, let's be honest, All Might, to a certain extent at least, is very much Superman-like in the universe of My Hero Academia. Okay, so that's got some crazy eyebrows there, but wouldn't be really applicable because of the incorrect color. I'm also trying to look for maybe a character where we could have the eyes covered up, but I just don't think that'll be the case. We could have used sunglasses, but again, it would have looked way too obvious, and it would have not looked like what we needed to. So, yeah, I think we have to stick with what we've got here, because I think that's the best expression that we're going to get. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Now, let's figure out... I guess let's start with the boots, because I know that the most difficult aspect of All Might is going to be the torso, because it's just such a weirdly, like, specific design. So for this, we could do something as simple as just go blue and I guess maybe like gold, kind of, for the boots. I'm trying to match it to the arms. Sort of. Maybe like that, right? So we could do that. But ideally, we want a little bit of red incorporated in there, which I guess this incorporates the red element. But we need the boots to be yellow. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent looking outfit, but again, boots ideally should be yellow, and there should be red and a little bit of white in the outfit as well, so... that one is easier said than done. This is not bad, except for the color of the boots. I wish we could have recolored those. If they were yellow, that would have applied here. Again, not a terrible look, but nothing ideal there. Okay, that one's all right. So I'm basically keeping a lookout on anything that's going to be... that actually kind of looks cool too, but... obviously inaccurate. Anything that has yellow boots is something that we need to at least take a look at, just to see what it would turn out to be like. That one's actually pretty decent too. Except again, I want to try to match the yellow on the arms and on the legs, so that at least it has that going for it. So, yeah, that doesn't look great. Okay, let's keep scrolling. What about this, actually? Ooh, that looks really cool, actually, because it gives us a very cool, like, pattern. Again, the gold on the arms and, or the yellow on the arms and the gold on the boots doesn't match, which sort of stinks. That looks cool, especially because of the lightning bolts on the side. At least it's kind of like cool little details. It doesn't really have the red, unfortunately, involved, so we'll need to figure that out. Ooh, speaking of red... oh, I was hoping there would be red on the boots down there. That looks really cool, too. I actually really think that that looks probably the best so far, is honestly the Kid Flash boots. Let's see this one. This is kind of interesting. It just seems a little bit busier than what we would want it to be. This has the very, very gold design, but not really applicable to what we want. Let's see this. I'm actually kind of surprised by how many characters wear gold boots or like yellow boots. It's surprising. I didn't realize it was quite that many. What about the Mr. Miracle? Ooh, so that definitely gives us some red. It also introduces a little bit of gray, which is not what we want. And unfortunately, the boots are kind of olive green instead of yellow. If they were yellow or at least gold, we would have definitely considered that. That would have looked really cool, honestly. Unfortunately, though, we can't use that. That introduces a lot of red for sure, but not really accurate anymore. Okay, so we have all the different Shazam boots here, which let's see what this looks like. Ooh. Now that is a possible one, because it actually looks like the boots that he wears, and there's a little bit of red in the costume there, so I think that's actually our best design yet. Some of these boots, like this ones, are the same, but they obviously have the green in the boot, so we want to keep the red design, so let's see. If there's anything better, obviously we'll consider that as well, but... nope, that turns the boots completely blue, which would not apply. Okay, so I think we're going to have to go with the Shazam movie boots, because I think that's the most accurate, and the yellow kind of matches too, so that's really nice. Okay, so now for the hip piece. Ah, man. Okay, so he does have this giant belt buckle that almost looks like an owl's nose or beak that goes across, so we need to try to figure out how to do that, because I'm sure that that will be kind of a key element. I guess, actually, I'm literally looking at his belt right now, and I'm like, that kind of looks like it. So we could, in theory, I guess, maybe make it just this into the gold belt, like that, which doesn't look awful, but it doesn't really do any of the red lines that he has across the torso and everything like that. So it doesn't really work perfectly. We could do some like big logo, something like this maybe, you know, where it doesn't look completely off. And then maybe, I guess, could we introduce red maybe with like a shoulder pad or something like that? I almost think maybe that would work. Just want to try, see how it would look. Okay, so if we did that and then we made that white or red. I wish you could do like both. That would have looked really cool. If it would have let us do both colors, like half of it be red, half of it be white, that would have been really cool. Unfortunately, I don't think that's a feature. So we're gonna have to settle. Okay, that would not work. I do sort of think the shoulder pads really do help, because it kind of like bulks out the character, make him look a lot more menacing and muscular. So, which, I mean, after all, that's kind of what All Might should be. So it really depends on what we choose for the torso. But that's an option, kind of. Okay, let's see. Let's think here. We need to figure out a torso for him. Okay, so the torso has blue, white, red, in that order as far as... Oh, no, sorry. Blue, red, white, in that order as far as like the importance of which colors they are. So most of the torso should be blue. It should have some highlights ideally towards like the stomach area of red, and then white on the upper part, like where the chest is. So yeah, so basically that sounds impossible to figure out, because we need something to be that specific. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. That's actually not bad. It's a little bit wrong on the, I guess we need to have the hips have the yellow belt. If we, okay, let me see. If there's a hip piece that has a yellow belt, then this could be viable. Surprisingly so. Okay, yellow belt. Is that a yellow belt? It sort of is a yellow belt. That has a little bit of gold on it, but it's not ideal. Okay, well, that right there has gold, but not really great looking. That's quite yellow there. Ooh, okay, what about this? Okay, that's an option. For sure. Now that's a lot more gold than it is yellow there. What about this? Kite Man, same thing for him. Does this stay? Okay, that's a possibility, I guess. That's an option. That is an option, actually. Oh, man. What about the Shazam movie costume? I mean, that's not bad. Oh, man, this is the toughest part, is the torso. We need to... Okay, let's just keep looking. Maybe we could find something a bit better. That's not bad. Right? It sort of blends in. This would give us the belt design. Dude, that looks pretty good too. But the problem with this one is that it takes away a lot of the red that's supposed to be on the stomach area. Although it is kind of there through the lines. The highlights are still kind of accurate. I think that that does look cool, but I do think that if we do that, we have to change the hips. That's the problem is, like, as you can see, as we adjust certain things, it's like you then need to go back and change other things because otherwise it just looks incomplete. So I think that that looks pretty clean. Now let's see. If we change the shoulder pads to be red, how would that impact the design? Doesn't work really well. What about blue? Just to make the shoulders look a little bit wider. And I think that that actually does look pretty clean. Okay. Surprisingly, I think I am somewhat willing to say, ladies and gentlemen, All Might has been completed. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, of course, let's go on ahead and take a look at the character in the outdoors, see what he came out like. And of course, guys, don't forget to leave your suggestion for what character you would like to see next. Once we have 12 characters designed, you can expect a massive showcase of 12 different My Hero Academia characters, all showcased in an epic video. But for today, I have to say that shoulder pad addition was a good call. Like, I know that that might be fishing for compliments, but I really do think it makes a really good addition there for the characters. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, there is our take on All Might. So we got two different teachers now completed. Aizawa and All Might have been complete. Let me know what you guys think of the design down in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you lovely folks. Of course, have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will hopefully see you guys here next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty heroic right there, right? I think that turned out quite awesome.